assuming something did go wrong, but he just didn't want to reveal that to anybody. We looked each other in the face. We had a conversation about it. And I'm one of the few people that can look him in the face and cuss his ass out if it comes to that. And he'll stand right there and listen to me.
That is it, confirming that they are conducting what they're deeming law enforcement action, which could indicate search warrants being conducted there, could indicate arrests being conducted. We just don't know at this hour specifically what that law enforcement action is.
Ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing. Look at this here, please.
Stephen A. Smith held nothing back when he went live to speak about the shocking news surrounding Floyd Mayweather, as reports claim that the boxing legend had his assets frozen during a massive $42 million fraud case. The bold ESPN voice delivered a powerful rant that grabbed attention across both sports and finance circles. Famous for his direct style, Smith criticized Mayweather's flashy way of living his risky business moves and the results of years of spending without control.
Floyd Mayweather has made a lot of money in his career. It appears he also owes a lot of money too. The boxer apparently owes $22.2 million in taxes from 2015. According to ESPN, the tax balance was unpaid as recently as March 6th of this year.
As more facts about the scandal keep coming out, Smith's strong reaction reflected the shock felt by fans and critics alike, adding another moment to the ongoing decline of one of boxing's most controversial figures.
You know, kind of sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. John Gotti III, I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. And yes, I'm being smart. I'm not trying to disrespect the grandson of a mobster. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
In October 2024, Floyd Mayweather revealed a major move into real estate by buying more than 60 multi-family properties in Upper Manhattan, adding up to nearly 1,000 rental units for $42 million. The properties were sold by Black Spruce Management, a well-known name in the New York property market. The deal was presented as an effort to support affordable housing while also expanding Mayweather's investments beyond boxing.
All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties. And it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on the regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same.
All right. Well, now we're trying to figure out what happened, right, with Business Insider. So according to another update, he did ink a $402 million deal for a Black Spruce portfolio. When he said that it was all his and no one invested, he meant no one was funding his part of the investment but him. And so I think this is something where maybe he owns a piece of this or shares in it, but it hasn't changed hands because the majority owner is still the same owner that it was before. I'm trying to understand what happened with this, but I know there's a story that's circulating, so just putting it out there. Whew, it's a tough one. I'm trying to understand as a real estate person myself, what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't, but what it seems like is that he owns shares of these buildings.
However, property records did not reflect a full transfer of ownership to Floyd Mayweather. Analysts suggested he may have only acquired a minority stake and possible options for future expansion. His real estate firm Vita Properties has also not publicly confirmed the details of the deal.
Floyd, I hope the $402 million ain't left his bank account yet, then. I remember Floyd was on a talk show. I think 50 Cent posted that as well. And he said something like, you know, they say, if you know how much money you got, then you don't really got enough money. So they say, if you know how many buildings you got, then you ain't got enough buildings. ¿Cómo? Who told you that? I hope your real estate broker or investor, whoever handles this real estate, I hope they ain't tell you that.
Complicating matters, Floyd Mayweather credited Jonah Renitz, a convicted felon involved in a federal corruption case, as a key supporter in his business ventures. This association has increased scrutiny over the legitimacy of his real estate investments.
First investment was real estate, commercial real estate, skyscrapers actually. So what I did was this. It started off with $5 million. Put up $5 million, I was getting $50,000 a month. On every 18th, every month, it was paying off.
You like the cash flow?
Yes, for years. So I said, okay, if it's paying off like this then, and I gave him 7 figures, I said, I'm not going to even give him 8 figures. I went and gave him 9 figures. If it's something that I know is paying off, lucrative and heavy, I got to go with it. Roll the dice, take a chance. You only got one life.
Floyd Mayweather recently spoke out against rumors claiming his $42 million real estate deal had caused financial problems. He said he personally bought 62 buildings in Manhattan and stated, I used my own money, and no one else is in on this. In a major legal setback, a U.S. appellate court upheld a ruling that ordered him to pay $2.4 million to Zinni Media Concept Limited. The case began from a 2017 agreement for appearances in Africa, including Nigeria, but he did not complete the contract and also did not return the advance payment. Zinni Media later tried several times to recover the money, which led to a lawsuit accusing him of breach of contract, unjust enrichment, and fraud.
Former world boxing champion Floyd Mayweather is returning to the ring this weekend after his recent retirement. Mayweather will be up against Don Moore in an exhibition fight at the prestigious Burj Al Arab Hotel in Dubai. Since retiring with a perfect record of 50 wins and no loss, Mayweather has been putting up exhibition fights for his fans' entertainment. Both men are in Nigeria to promote their upcoming exhibition fight. This is Mayweather's first visit to Nigeria, where he hopes to set up several facilities, including boxing fitness gyms.
It's in Nigeria.
Action
Live now.
May 14th is the day. Pay-per-view action packed, and I'm talking about don't blink, don't get no popcorn, don't do none of that. I'm ready as if the fight was tomorrow. So I'm ready to go, you know. I'm definitely going to put on an amazing performance that no one has ever seen, both the ones that know me and don't know me. I'm dangerous Don Moore, and I've never been defeated for a reason.
Don Moore is such an amazing guy, an amazing fighter. Unbelievable. He's 18-0. He comes from a great team. His pedigree of boxing is amazing. And May 14th, we're going to go out there and entertain the people and give the people around the world what they want to see, especially the people in Nigeria.
Floyd Mayweather is also facing claims linked to unpaid debts. In one case, he was sued for a $1.4 million debt to a Las Vegas jewelry company over a diamond-covered necklace. The lawsuit says he made some payments, but did not clear the full amount. In another case, he and Tiger were named in a $4 million lawsuit over unpaid luxury watches and jewelry. The plaintiffs claimed the items were shown publicly, but the payments were never fully completed.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, limited edition AP, all factory, $1.8 million right here. The $20 bills section. We like to call this the Andrew Jackson section, but I like to call it wallpaper. 200,000 in 20s. I heard in the song you can get the biggest Chanel bag in the store if you want it. Well, it's the biggest Chanel bag in the world. I got this bag from Karl Lagerfeld. R.I.P. May he rest in peace. Money getting motherfucker like myself, always showing out, always talking shit. Like 1.8 million, you know how it is. Check it out. Let them know it's all hundreds. Money made all motherfucking day.
Floyd Mayweather recently promoted a new token in partnership with Sahil Arora. A Sahil Arora connected to several celebrity-backed crypto scams. Blockchain investigator Zach XBY pointed out this link and said Mayweather has been tied to at least 3 crypto projects that later turned into rug pulls where developers leave after taking investor money. This repeated involvement in questionable crypto promotions has raised serious concerns about his role in potential scams.
Mr. I don't lose at nothing is back.
Correction. Mr. just got unbanned from scamming is back. This time, he's selling NFTs. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this is an obvious scam if you can just read the signs, but since Floyd can't read, I'm going to explain it to you all by telling you the history of Floyd Money Mayweather and crypto. Our story starts in 2018 when Floyd Mayweather was banned for 3 years from promoting securities after scamming his fans with an ICO called Syntratech. He was promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam. And now that it's 2022, his 3-year securities ban is over and he's back to scamming again. He's currently being sued once again for his promotion of Ethereum Max alongside Kim Kardashian, and also has gotten really into NFTs.
And if you in the NFT world and you betting on me, you will never lose. But what I need you to do right now, go get Mayweather. That's my new NFT. I've been working on that for months. If I win, you win.
Now, it's pretty obvious from these comments that Floyd has learned nothing after not reading the SEC settlement. So maybe that's why he tells us we can't lose by betting on him. So let's put that to the test with his last 3 NFT projects.
I'm dropping my NFT tonight. FloydNFT.com, August 10th. Go get it right now.
Floyd Mayweather has also faced criticism over his promotion of the cryptocurrency Ethereum Max. Along with other celebrities, he was named in a class action lawsuit that accused them of giving false and misleading information to investors. The case claims that many people suffered heavy financial losses when the value of the token crashed sharply.
Kardashian, boxer Floyd Mayweather, and other celebrities over their cryptocurrency endorsements. Investors in the Ethereum Max, which is not affiliated with the popular Ethereum token, filed a suit back in January. So this suit claims celebrities conspired with Ethereum Max to promote the token to boost its value so company executives could profit by selling the holdings. The judge said the lawsuit raised legitimate concerns. However, he dismissed the suit because it didn't say where, when, or even if the plaintiffs had seen the...
Stephen A. Smith emphasized that Floyd Mayweather's excessive spending and poor financial management have led to his current situation. His remarks highlight the broader issue of financial literacy and responsibility among high-earning athletes. Stephen A. Smith report points to a recent filing showing over $52 million in back taxes still owed by Floyd Mayweather spanning from 2015 to 2022. The Internal Revenue Service has reportedly begun freezing some of his accounts and initiating asset investigations.
Beyond the glitz and glamour, the flossing, the pomp and circumstances surrounding everything that culminated in Saturday night's Mayweather versus McGregor fight, there were a few sightings that were relatively low-key in comparison, but more significant than many may realize. At the weigh-in, there was a 2-time NBA champion, Draymond Green, and star guard Paul George. On fight night, of course, there was LeBron James, James Harden, Isaiah Thomas, and a few others. And none of them were there just to pay homage to Mayweather, the fighter. It's the businessman in Mayweather.
Over the years, Floyd Mayweather competed in some of the biggest money fights in boxing history. His 2015 fight with Manny Pacquiao earned more than $600 million. 2 years later, his bout with UFC star Conor McGregor brought in another $300 million. At one point, Forbes ranked him as the highest-paid athlete in the world, but as Stephen A. Smith stated, it does not matter how much money you make if you spend like you will never run out.
There may be another reason Floyd Mayweather has agreed to fight Conor McGregor. ESPN reporting that Mayweather, get this, still has not paid his taxes for 2015. We don't know how much money Mayweather owes, but he's asking the IRS for a break. Until the fight, the end of August, Mayweather made about $220 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao. That was back in 2015. He's expected to make about that much for the McGregor fight. Maybe he should have stayed retired and paid his taxes.
Yeah, paying taxes, usually that catches up with you if you don't do that.
Floyd Mayweather lifestyle was not just about luxury, it was about extreme excess. Even compared to the richest athletes in the world, his spending habits became part of his image, with every purchase and post meant to show that he truly lived up to the name Money Mayweather. From flying on private jets, as if they were taxis, to moving around in collections of Bugatti and Rolls-Royce cars, he displayed a life filled with non-stop luxury.
Beyond the glitz and glamour, the flossing, the pomp and circumstances surrounding everything that culminated in Saturday night's Mayweather versus McGregor fight, there were a few sightings that were relatively low-key in comparison, but more significant than many may realize. At the weigh-in, there was a 2-time NBA champion, Draymond Green, and star guard Paul George. On fight night, of course, there was LeBron James, James Harden, Isaiah Thomas, and a few others. And none of them were there just to pay homage to Mayweather, the fighter. It's the businessman in Mayweather they actually love even more. As the sun clearly set on the boxing career of Mayweather, many can reflect on a lot of things about the man. He wasn't a Mike Tyson-like knockout artist, or even Tommy the Hitman Hearns. To many, he wasn't even Sugar Ray Leonard. He certainly can't be confused with Muhammad Ali or any other fighter who's ever been socially conscious. No doubt he was guilty of domestic violence, as our very own The Undefeated accurately pointed out. He definitely had his share of boring fights that didn't give the people what they actually wanted to see. But that ain't the legacy these athletes are paying attention to.
During a heated episode of First Take Stephen A. Smith spoke strongly and held nothing back, saying he had reviewed documents and talked to sources and warning that Floyd Mayweather was facing serious trouble. He said this was no longer just talk and claimed the Internal Revenue Service was after him, creditors were pursuing him, and that he was selling off assets while no longer having the same fight earnings to rely on. The situation also caught attention from others in boxing, including Oscar de La Hoya, who has often criticized Mayweather. He made a joking but sharp remark about Mayweather's continued exhibition fights and hinted that it might be time for him to step away.
Why fight Logan Paul?
Name another boxer besides myself that's more famous than Logan Paul.
Tyson Fury?
What? I want you to look up Tyson Fury, how many followers, and look up how many followers Logan Paul has.
Logan Paul, 56 million. Tyson Fury, 4 million.
So 50 compared to 4 something. I can fight a fighter right now, guarantee myself 35 million. Or me and Logan Paul can go out and entertain and have fun and make 100 million or more. So if you were me, you gotta look at 35 million for 12 rounds and 100 for 6 rounds. Big difference.
Floyd Mayweather's current legal and financial issues act as a warning about the importance of managing money wisely and staying accountable. While his success in the boxing ring cannot be denied, the problems linked to his life after retirement highlight the challenges athletes face when handling wealth and maintaining their public image.
Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
What are your thoughts on Stephen A. Smith's fiery comments about Floyd Mayweather's alleged real estate fraud?